It's a lesion on our office that we don't deserve. It's a tarnish on our badge that we don't deserve.
Another sheriff's deputy behaving badly in Southwest Florida for the second time in 2 weeks. A Lee County Sheriff's deputy finding himself on the other side of the law. Thanks for joining us. I'm Patrick Nolan.
And I'm Liza Fernandez. Deputy Peter Urbanski and his girlfriend facing several drug charges after pot plants were found on the lanai of their Cape Coral home.
Investigators say they found dried marijuana in the kitchen, 2 pipes used for smoking, 23 live plants, and an additional 7 inside a trash can. Deputy Urbanski was fired following his arrest. Urbanski had been with the sheriff's office for less than a year. And tonight, 4 in Your Corner is looking into this. We are trying to figure out exactly what happened here. 4 in Your Corner's Dave Colbert standing by with more on that.
Questions and answers tonight. The deputy admitted to doing marijuana in the past, but was still hired. How's that possible? Here's the answer.
The community can take comfort in knowing that we don't play around. And when information comes to our attention of criminal activity, again, whether it involves a deputy sheriff, which it rarely would and rarely does, or whether it affects just an average citizen criminal, a civilian criminal, we take the same type of action.
Last night, Urbanski and his girlfriend were arrested after it was discovered that they had marijuana growing around their swimming pool. Urbanski had been a deputy less than a year and was still on probation with his employment. Sheriff Mike Scott was aware that Urbanski had admitted in a polygraph when he was hired that he had said he had experimented with marijuana 3 times in 2007. He was never in trouble nor charged with it. So in our continued commitment to get answers for you, the question is, if he admitted it, how did he get hired in the first place? The answer is, marijuana is unique from other drugs in that if 3 years has gone by from the time an applicant did marijuana and when he applies, and if that applicant passes the drug test, they can be hired.
I spoke with the fellow who did his polygraph, and they pulled his polygraph report, and he's passed the drug test back when he applied with us with perfect scores.
So what makes a guy with a good job risk doing something like this?
His story here is that the marijuana is medicinal purposes for his girlfriend. He doesn't touch the stuff, doesn't use it. Obviously, it's still a crime to be around it, but that it was all her doing. He said, look, I couldn't break up with her. I knew she shouldn't have been doing this stuff, but he kind of blamed it on her. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. It doesn't matter.
It's the second time in 2 weeks that a Lee County deputy has run afoul of the law. Michael Rongo was placed on administrative leave after being charged with robbery while on duty. Sheriff Scott said the reason Rongo was placed on administrative leave and not fired was because he'd been on the force for several years. Urbanski was fired because he was still on probation from when he started less than a year ago. Live, Dave Colbert, Fox 4 in Your Corner.
All right, now we want your take on this situation. Once again, 4 in Your Corner learning the deputy had admitted to doing drugs in the past. So we're looking into why he was hired in the first place. You heard the sheriff's explanation. What do you think? Do you think deputies should be hired if they admit to using drugs in the past? Or should the sheriff's office do more thorough background checks? Call us right now at 239-206-FOX4 or email us at news@fox4now.com.